Yes, spoke for a considerable while to the muted audio, so it's of course useful to unmute yourself first. Yes, most excellent. So was explaining that we are doing Guild Wars 2 from the beginning, as had not played the game for like five plus years, so I thought it would be a good idea to start playing it again, which of course is more or less something different. Haven't played to think probably the game with any extents for maybe even 8 years. Do remember quite a few details, but not exactly how the game went in general. In general, do remember that it had an interesting way with using the weapons to some degree, that you had different functionalities for each weapon, and it was thought out pretty well, and that it mostly had very nice looking locations and unique art style. So also do remember that at one point the plot went so that pretty much had left the character in the city and came back a couple of years later. The city had been razed in the meantime, so it was kind of confusing to just find oneself in the middle of the ruins. So yeah, don't you say that the game, as they advertise, also like living world? Yes, unfortunately one would have to have time to participate in it. So took a while now, bought all the new expansions and decided to have something to do with the Charr again. So indeed, and of course Mordrud is very happy to have you join also. So greetings, and indeed, fortunately not muted for that long. We are also later on going to show on the new merch items, which do think haven't been sold much, but had not either bought oneself them until recently, so have been intending to show them first. Of course, had no internet, then had no electricity and so on, so it's been postponed a bit, but tonight, like later on, we are going to actually show those off, especially as we have the new higher fidelity camera and all. It should look very nice also. So let's then move towards the game and see what happens with that. So we start with character creation. So it's time to create a new Charr and start from there. It's been a while, do know there are like 3 major factions with the Charr that get different skills, like the iron legion and whatever. It's been a while since looked at any specific things for the game. In general, of course, the Charr are very nice, and there are a few very nice Charr fursuits. So also in that respect, it's quite popular race as far as the media slash game based ones go. So let's then see about the game gradually here, and we'll maybe after an hour or hour and a half actually show off the items that are currently orderable also. It's actually, you can order them by typing !merch into the chat, and you get address to the store that sells the merch items. I didn't order them even on sale for a few months first, and nobody or either looked at them apparently, as far as know. So in that respect, it's kind of new introduction in any case, even if they have been available for a while. Alright, let's then move to the game. There we go, and we find ourselves at the race selection, which is of course pretty clear, like you want to have the Charr. So Alright, here we are, and we of course choose Charr. There's apparently also another like yeah, known. Which is kind of, we of course prefer the Charr because it's most animal. Do you think we are going with the female even this time? This time it's kind of like looks stylish too. The graphical style is kind of unique. There was actually also one card game, do think IX it was called, that was done by the same artist who had done the main art design for Guild Wars 2, and it looked a lot the same. The game itself do not think reached very far, because the issue was that they never ever came out with only a few sets of cards, because it was like they wanted to have all of them sold before they would come up with new sets, and they never sold, so I have not heard of the game for a while anymore. It was alright. It used quite different mechanics from MTG or such, so that you had time and you had to practically consider what time it took to cast each thing. It had a rather different overall design with the time management. So there we go, and then we can choose apparently. Alright, very stylish Charr, even with all the nice big tail and everything. Apparently we get to tune the looks next. Not bad at all as far as Charr go. Guardian favors melee, supports allies, defensive magic. Alright, then we have Warrior favors melee, high survivability, weapons master. Alright. Revenant, that looks interesting with the mask and red armor details. Melee or ranged, invokes legendary heroes, magic wielding fighter. Alright. Then we have Engineer, which promisingly shows a bomb. Melee or range, catches turrets and toolkits. Technomancer, yeah, do remember you could construct turrets, and they were usually quite less than pleasant to encounter. By the way, chat, has either of you, Raven or Redscale, have you played Guild Wars 2 before? Thief favors melee, stealth and evasion, acrobatic combat, and they do have nice like padded armor also, apparently. Ranger, which has a paw symbol, favors ranged, pet companion, naturalist. Alright, and then we do have several new classes also. This is apparently like Mesmer, would imagine they are some kind of illusionist. Yes, favors range and creates illusions, finesse and misdirection. Alright. Then we have Necromancer, which looks a bit more sinister. Favors range, summons minions, dark magic, sure. And then we have Elementalist, which is apparently the most complex. Unsurprisingly, if you wear only a robe and others wear armor, it doesn't sound like the easiest time coming up usually. Oh, indeed, Sanchi. Let's also greet you properly. Always good to have you here and actually take the time to join. So, and also have to say especially that the comparison between the old and the new camera, the new one is ridiculously better. So probably most convincing view of Mordred we have yet had have to observe. So indeed, greetings to Santi, and it's great to again have you joining. We will be probably starting the game out a bit longer tonight, as we started in pretty good time for that. So let's switch back to the game and consider our class choice next. Also really like how well the new illumination brings like glass eyes on suits to life. It really well gets refracted inside them. It looks excellent on the new camera from what can see oneself. So very pleased about that also. So let's switch back to the game and see about our class choice. There we go. And somehow do think we had warrior the last time, and it's also kind of like with the would probably starting over would probably first play again. Also one of the easier fighter races. Like Revenant is also interesting. Very different style, but probably do prefer warrior again first, and we can start another character a bit earlier on. It's at least quite easy to play, and do think they can dual wield. It's always like a lot. So let's first go with warrior, which is quite should be easy to play. You like strike at things. Guardian has also defensive magic, but do think that it's quite enough to again try to do the weapon skills first, because we have played the game like 8 years ago. There we go. And then we can tune the Charr, unsurprisingly. Of course, we do not get fancy armor first. We get like very limited one. And then we can tune the Charr. So practically the Charr can be taller or less tall. Usually, of course, go maximum height. Then we can tune the physique, which apparently comes with different shape. Let's also see on the side view like how the different physique, considerably different body size. Do rather like the more buff arms, so let's go with these. Then we have different options for fare and pattern. Let's see. So this practically chooses the pattern, yes. So we do have the kind of classical striping or spots. Do rather like the stripes, and do think would go for considerably darker markings even. That's quite a few fur pattern options even. kind of leopard spots. Do rather like the stripes, would say. Let's see how like the gray would look. That's actually pretty nice, especially with the darker markings. Could have even darker markings with the lighter fur. Alright, there are even more colors available. You can have all black markings also. Let's see how it actually goes if you put black and then light markings. It's also quite interesting if you put full white markings. That at least makes it quite more clear what kind of markings each of the presets has. Always nice to choose the style. Yeah, the leopard spots are kind of also do rather like this, and also some white markings elsewhere. Hide armor. Alright, that helps with actually knowing how the markings look like. So there are some white markings also on the paws. Do think that actually looks pretty elegant if one would put a bit more gray there with the brown. Do think that actually looks rather nice, like gray stripes over the brown. Do rather like that. Alright. Then we have head options, which certainly hair shouldn't be that bright. It should also be somewhere. When we consider the rest of the body, the hair also should be darker. There we go. Accessory color. Whatever the accessory color actually colors. Then we have the different hairstyles. Alright, that's quite an amount. Comes with the dreadlocks and all. Right, the rings are quite nice. That's quite interesting also. I think that looks pretty nice with the rings. And then we can also adjust face. Right, that's much nicer with the more cat-like muzzle. Right, very different critters. That's also pretty nice with the tooth, with the teeth also. Right, this looks interesting. That's probably favorite this far. This looks a bit surprised. This is also nice. Alright, it's actually the same one which we preferred, so yep, that looks nice. Alright. Indeed, there are actually quite a few patterns that can be used for Charr. It's not even not by far always single color. You can have, and some Charr have very striking patterns, so certainly, and it looks very nice. All right, then we have horns. Let's see what we have here, and we can also adjust horn length. Alright, that's quite impressive. Interesting. These are also quite striking. There are really many styles for sure. Kind of like ram horns also. And kind of antelope-like ones. These are pretty heavy. I rather like the ram horn ones. These are also quite nice, sleek, especially do think if you put their length quite high, they are quite nice. They look very sleek. Do rather like these overall. Kind of wrapped around the back of the neck, so it's quite stylish and striking also. I think going with these. And then we have face details which can be tuned a lot also. Mostly eye color do usually. Strongly prefer kind of like amber or blue for Charr. Let's see. Do think the amber works with the fur, so there we go. Do think the amber looks best. We could also have red, but do think the amber works very well here. Do think eyes also could be a bit bigger and alright, and do think that's pretty good as far as the eyes go. And then we can customize muzzle also. You can make the nose tip wider a bit at least, do think looks good. Nose height that breeds. Teeth size. Certainly maximum, because then it's practically a saber tooth with the teeth reaching and slightly clearing the jawline. So you of course put the maximum tooth size, and that looks really nice. So it's practically almost saber tooth level. Very preferable. And then tilt of jaw. Alright, you can kind of make a bit more angle looking. Tilt of muzzle. This of course affects the kind of overall. That would be quite proper for saber-tooth-like looks in terms of that. Alright. Customize your ears and head. Ear length. So yeah. Ear thickness. Alright. Big ears are preferable. We of course have 4 of them with the Charr. Even if one pair is kind of slightly shadowed by the second pair of horns. Well equipped creatures for sure. Alright, that's already looking very nice overall. Armor dice. Now of course armor needs to be sewn, so you can dye it in quite like and color 3, so that would be the one on the neck piece and such, yes. And you can tune the coloring of every bit separately, alright. Do think the neck piece looks pretty good in the red. Then we have the lower ones which are already kind of, that's quite bright, so actually that looks better. Then we can also dye footwear. Do think prefer also here a bit brighter accent color. Alright, that changes that, might look better that way. Then we also have shoulders, which might be alright, that adjusts the surround. be darker for that. That works. Alright, I think that was pretty much everything to do settings on. Looks great. Next screen. Unsurprisingly, do not think we wear a helm, because usually the helmets on Charr look kind of interesting. Generally, it looks preferable without helm at least. Do think it's kind of, the helms on Charr are more like a bit on top of the head, and it looks kind of odd. Alright, do think this also chooses the background in some way. Alright, do think dignity would be more with that kind of looks. Yeah, now you can choose the leads, and we do have the iron leads and ash leads, and then we do have the blood leads, and very Charr-like. So, do think we last time played the iron leads and long ago, so they do have the kind of, do think that you get more guns, but let's go with the rather more immediately, strike immediately blood leads, and this time we played the iron leads and first time like 8 years ago, so let's choose differently. And then we can choose who has been our sparring partner, unsure what that affects, and it's kind of like you read the stories if you want. Knows how to make things epic. That is kind of, this is also looks nice, at least. She looks very elegant. So I do think like this guy also looks rather good and makes things epic, so that would be certainly interesting. Sired by a loyal sorcerer or shaman or honorless. Yeah, that's kind of also having father who is not well regarded most probably doesn't help, but is interesting, so that certainly works. And then it generates the story, and we, of course, practically that gives the name to the character, and we also name it after the suit that plays. In this case, do also like that the looks and colors fit pretty well, so there we go. And then we get some cutscene material. And indeed, the kind of overall art style with the game has always been somewhat, would say, painterly, that usually they have the kind of splashes of color in the painterly fashion. Yep, looks very stylish with the big horns and very feline head. There we go. Do you think that the game itself begins? It's been so long that I've played that I think it might be even that the overall cutscenes are different, and probably the start of the game is different, as I have so little idea. Alright, this story episode will activate at level 80. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Secrets of the Obscure will activate at level 80. We bought all the expansions, so we get huge amount of plot items that activate approximately 10 years later. Alright. Use WASD keys to move your character. Use them to move around now. Yes, please. Have always liked also that hold down right mouse button and move. Yeah, we can also steer this way. Alright, let's talk. Just in time, soldier. The Ghost Army's been bashing at that gate for weeks. They've finally broken through. Fight your way to the front and report the Centurion Krisk knife for orders. Very well. Fight your way to the front. Which way to go? And we also have apparently alright, we do have even 4 level 80 boosts, but we are probably going to certainly play through the game proper. It's kind of like with as with World of Warcraft, that they give level boosts, but it's not really the idea. We also have a really pretty tail, I have to say. And what do like in this game with Charr is that like when they move longer distances, they move with quadropics, so it's very stylish. Alright, let's see also. Alright. So let's then see where we should be going. Alright, we do have an opponent there, so alright, that was quite direct feedback. Direct feedback, to say the least. We have some mail icons also. Thank you for purchase. Thank you for purchase. Thank you for purchase. Alright, they gave some bonuses 5 years ago. We have 5 years old. We even have 12 years old mail items, so yeah, as said, it's been a while. Alright. Not very complicated weapon abilities we can only use. Alright, we need more levels to actually unlock more weapon skill slots also. So let's move forward. Alright. Fun top. Yeah. Alright. Alright, that doesn't look very promising. Alright, and probably help would be needed there then. Get to the crypt gate. Alright, let's see where that is then. Alright, it's like straightforward apparently. Alright. and then we certainly go forth. Right, so we have to get rid of the hosts first, clearly. Alright, get to the crypt gate. Now it at least get your worthless tail below. Very nice long stairs. Alright, at least there are thankfully quite a few. Alright, and then we have cutscene as he was invulnerable, so hard to beat all the way. Alright, apparently beaten at least for now. Alright, that's quite clear. We were rewarded with a short sword that does a few damage more than dull blade. Alright. Alright, leveled up. Now we can also lunge at foe. Alright, here's scout, so let's speak to the scout, which reveals additional things on the map. Alright, so we know the kind of side quests on the map. Alright, so we have found one of the 3 scouts in this area. Alright, the worker appears less than totally pleased. So there apparently is a quest here. Let's inquire. Need you to swipe away webs, stomp exacts, fill in wormholes and fill throws with hay. So we apparently have an insect problem. There we go, we at least filled a throw with hay. Alright, trying to maintain. Let's flatten a mound. You flatten a mound and a worm appeared. Alright, let's squeeze those and probably we get a spider, yes. There we go. We also leveled up, so we Alright, and it also tells about upcoming level things. Alright. Alright, plenty of spiders. Let's squeeze also that. There we go, and more spiders appeared. Surprise. Alright, spider leg, whatever one does with those. Do you think those are crafting ingredients? So alright, also leveled up. Enhanced mighty leggings from a spider. This is a lot like you find things from a bat in Diablo, like alright, that a bat drops armor. Interesting. and then we leveled up again, and we got inventory and opened player versus player. Alright, and we got a 8 slot bag. Let's check inventory next. And we also finished this quest. Now I can actually walk through my barn without getting a face full of spider web. If you're ever looking for something to do, you're welcome at my ranch. Yeah, it would be interesting if you could become a ranch hand. Level 4 rewards. Weapon skill 3 unlocked. Indeed. Final trust. Banking. Points of interest. Points of interest are now shown on the map. Find them to gain experience and reveal new map locations. Alright. Alright, this time we even jumped far enough. Yeah, the adventure guide is also quite handy. Let's also put the game audio on, even nicer. Alright, it's of course a good idea to also enable the game audio, though. There we go. So let's see about the next task. Read the training area of pests. Alright, and that would be up there. And there's also a point of interest, so let's that's a waypoint now. No wonder. Alright, we have Sniveling script. Alright, let's try and clear out the training area. Defeat crit, prevent death of cannonballs, fire cannons and collect devourer eggs. At least firing cannons should be quite easy.
lie on high. Not
Those cannons are mighty impressive. They are impressive. What do you do around here? I'm in charge of keeping the cannons nice and oiled. Alright, so it seems. Screed steal the cannonballs. Right.
You look smarter than most. What do you want?
Seen any script? Look harder. We didn't build these weapons so Vermin can take
A few of the cannonballs are missing, sir. Alright, there's a screed. Brittle bone. Unsure what you do with those.
More come, yes?
Trash collector. That sounds like a fair evaluation. There's more screed. Tiny pack of screed shinies. Any shinies are good.
In our stores again. It looks like they're after cannonballs this time.
Well, don't just stand there. Sound the alarm!
Script, I'm hit.
Quite a few screeds we have.
More come, yes?
The next thieving rat I grab, I'm going to fire out of a cannon.
Alright, so it seems most of the screeds are like up north.
Have I mentioned how much I
Alright, and again far with Titus. Alright, that looked impressive at least.
How many times do I have to say it? No scrawny buck-tooth thieves on my range!
Scrit, there.
Oh no, not on my range there aren't.
Bunch of lousy thieves. They need to be stomped and skinned.
There goes one.
Also fire some cannons to finish the quest. Still a bit to do, so we need to find more scrit or cannonballs or something.
Never walk in front of a cannon. Just saw one over there. Wait, it's gone.
The next thieving rat I grab, I'm going to fire out of a cannon.
Alright, getting closer to finishing the quest in this area. There we go. Bone chip. Alright, also crafting material. Alright, and we are done with this area.
Get them!
Hey, thanks for clearing out the pests in the training area. I haven't seen a single screed since. I'll make sure the legions hear about your hard work. Alright. Let's also check the inventory.
There goes one.
Attack, yes.
Alright, let's see. This should be like a...
You have a question?
Say it. No scrawny buck-tooth thieves on my range!
These should be like karma merchants, so you can buy different items. The hull dagger sounds very convincing.
For iron. Just saw one over there.
Hatchet would be an improvement, but it also costs 49. Alright, we have 87,000, so...
The next thieving rat I grab, I'm going to fire out of a cannon.
So the hatchet would be even
Later.
interesting. Let's then see the inventory.
Oh, not on my range there aren't.
Bunch of lousy thieves. They need to be stomped and skinned.
There goes one.
Alright. It's like...
Have I mentioned how much I hate Scrit? them!
Alright, we also bought two hatchets. Alright, now we have axe skills, which is like you get different skills with different weapons, which is quite nice. And we do have pretty nice armor also, but we need level 5 to wear that, so. There we go, and now we have the additional pack slots usable.
How many times do I have to say it? No scrawny bucktooth thieves on my range!
Just saw one over there. Wait, it's gone. Pay attention to me. Keep your eye on the target.
Centurion, show me your technique.
The range is for those who need practice. Keep trying, Agent.
I'm hit.
Alright, so
The next
next
meeting, Rat, I
location
grab, I'm
then.
gonna fire out of a cannon.
Let me guess. Trouble.
Let's check the map first. A lot of walking around here.
There goes one.
And here would have next. Help Crucifix Forward run the armory. Defeat flame leads and reactivate unexploded mortar cells. Sure.
Have I
Let's
mentioned
then
how much I
see
hate
about
spreads?
that next.
Get them!
Let me guess. Trouble.
I cover myself with glory.
We also leveled up, so new profession skill unlocked. Rally unlocked, alright. You've unlocked your first profession skill when an adrenaline burst full F1 now unleashes devastating attacks for each equipped weapon. Alright. You now enter a down state when your health reaches 0. Press fun to fight for your life or press 4 to mend yourself. Afterwards your health is lower for a while, so be careful. Alright. Alright.
Knock the wind out of them. Now to extinguish their fire. Thanks for securing the armory.
Even,
I did it.
alright. Even succeeded. Nice breeds also.
Centurion, eye, knob, neck, vent, castle, woodland coil, breech, chamber, trunnions, ring base, bore and muzzle.
Wherever there are unexploded mortar cells.
Got a weapon? The Flame Legion is attacking the wrecking yard. Drive them off! What do you want?
Alright. And we keep fighting. This is apparently for a different quest, but works. Alright, several. Chase them swinging the sword. Works. There we go, set the rat trap. Clean some old parts. Oh, hello there, Camu. Let's greet you properly in a moment also. Let's sort some machine parts here. Alright, we got a rust. The rust elemental. Rust? Ooh, apparently they are not happy when machine parts are sorted and cleaned. To get rid of them. There we go.
Practice makes perfect.
Alright, we also leveled up.
What now?
I just wanted to say thanks for the help with clearing the wrecking yard. Between battling the ghosts and the flame legion, it seems like there's no time left for simple upkeep and maintenance. The wrecking yard has fallen into such state lately, but it's vital to supplying the Iron Legion with enough metal to feed into the smelter. Without those raw materials, they couldn't continue to produce the war machinery we need for victory. You should know that your efforts were greatly appreciated. Alright, and we even got some karma as far as that goes. Alright, let's greet Camu properly next. Alright, let's play at least an hour still, as we have been playing for an hour and a half, and it's not yet that late, so let's play an hour more also. There we go. So, greetings, and it's the new camera now also, so there should be improved fidelity as far as the Fursuiter goes. So, good to see you, Camu also, and your support is always appreciated. There we go. And then it is very sharp with the new lights and the new camera and all. There was a major considerable improvement as far as the camera goes. So let's continue with the game and see what other tasks we still can do. So let's then return to the game. Level 6. Fine equipment. You can now equip fine gear. It's distinguished by its blue name and improved stats. Offhand weapon unlocked. You've unlocked your offhand weapon slot. You can now equip shields, war horns, axes, swords and maces in offhand slot. Weapon skill 4 unlocked indeed. Alright, and we got a reward, so let's see inventory and equip a two-handed weapon. It's a big sword, certainly, when you look at the size of the Charr compared to the sword. That should be pretty effective, one has to note. Let's see, the next task should be that way. at least the big sword does more damage. Broken claw, that's probably not the most desirable item ever. Tiny ritual bag sounds more interesting. Hyena, indeed, has the classical hyena stance and all. Hello there, hyena. Apparently we can't talk with a hyena. Unexploded mortar shell. These were we supposed to deactivate. Alright, that worked well. We got an opponent out of it, so... They also had a tiny ritual pack. Hello there, Jean. Alright, that was just defused, no problem. We also accidentally got rid of the Jean. The Jean had a broken fang only available. Apologies for getting rid of the Jean. So, there are more unexploded shells to advance the quest. Here at least. Alright, there's unexploded mortar shell. That deactivated better. Alright, let's try and find more unexploded shells. There we go. getting closer to finishing the quest also. There we go. And there. Alright, we finished the task also. Volunteer to move the more populated version of the map. Sure. Practically the instances are sometimes merged. So, we finished this quest. Hey, thanks to your help at the armory. We'll soon be ready to fire the old place up. If you hadn't taken care of those mortar cells and pesky flame legion rogues, it might have been forever before we could get back into the arms business. You must be tired from all the fighting at the front, but the way you stepped up and pitched in for the war effort here was commendable. Your credit to the legions, very good. There we go. And let's see the map then. These are now done. This is done. Village of Smokestead. Point of interest. Alright, let's visit Smokestead next. We can also run in the map, unlike in most games, which is useful in the sense that if we know that the area is relatively safe, we can also run in the map. So we know going this direction we will reach Smokestead, so let's get out of the map and keep going. Alright, there are Charr cups.
My word means best.
Alright, it appears they are quite high warp and will cut you into chunks the size of body chunks. Sounds typical Charr. Does your warp have knife? Alright. Cut, slice, stab warband. But Gert over there wants to go with fur friend warband. I think a compromise might be the way to go. Fur friend sounds good. Alright, did we reach the point of interest? Not quite yet.
What if we blew air through the molten iron?
Would it be then this? No, it's in this direction, so.
Whiskers, I need a flash of inspiration.
Apparently one should climb this way. Yeah, we at least got experience, so to think that was the right way. Yep, we did.
For Blood Legion.
Alright, looks like typical bar. Delmer the Industrious.
You have a question?
Delmer the Industrious doesn't either look very talkative. Empty bottle.
Victory at any cost.
Alright, tavern. So Barkeep, which legion makes the best patrons? Sounds like a safe question in the bar, indeed. I don't like to play favorites. Fair enough.
Need something?
Alright, required level 11 to drink other than ale. And we have coins, so let's have some steins of ale then. Alright. At least a slightly blurry image would indicate minor intoxication, so let's open the ritual packs now, which apparently contain various high-end crafting ingredients. Alright. The image at least is a bit wobbly, so tavern worked. Alright, let's see about next location to visit. We have now visited Smokestead, so there's a waypoint that way. Let's next take the waypoint. This should be safe considering it's inside the town, so let's run a bit on the map. Alright. Oh yeah, this is kind of like slalom. Alright, that was the waypoint. Did we now claim it? Yes. Break the morale of attacking harpies and defend the mortars. Sure, let's see about that. Let's attack some harpies. That harpy went pretty far. these the estate ruins then, or light torches in the ruins?
Adrenaline building.
Alright, even several of these probably. That was quite tight already fight-wise. And yet another.
Adrenaline building.
Alright. Let's see, like, can we move somewhere with less of these, like. At least this was earlier. The elementals, plenty of them, so.
Adrenaline building.
Pebble.
You guys know how the Ascalonians became ghosts, right?
Alright, so these are the ruins where you ignite torches.
Outlaw Doomtooth's army stabbed him to death.
I can pretty much go over. Ghosts!
Adrenaline building.
Alright, at least we get rid of ghosts apparently.
The human king was a creepy guy who killed all his people to save them from us.
That's stupid. You made that up.
Did not.
It's so.
It's after me.
Alright, the cops are about as annoying as any cops would be.
Want to see my scab?
Gross. Yeah.
I figure if I keep picking it, I'll end up with a scar in the shape of Vatlaw Doontooth's head.
It's after me. I'm too pretty to die.
That's how I do it.
We also finished the area. Apparently we still are trying to escort the cops.
Rawr! Rawr!
What are you doing?
Duh. I'm practicing my growling
Alright,
technique.
practicing my crawling technique.
Oh, I thought you were gonna throw up or something.
It's after me. I'm too pretty to die.
Calm down.
It's after me. I'm too pretty to die. It's after me. I'm too pretty to die.
Alright, to wonder how far they are going. They do have quite a few other players along also, so let's see what else
You got your yak butter on
there
my
is to do. Let's also level up at this point. I am writing to pass along to you the enormous gratitude of villagers of Smokestead for your recent help. Your efforts in aiding our attempts to regain control of the vineyards outside Smokestead village were an inspiration to those who were beginning to be wary of the seemingly endless conflict. Because of your help, we now feel safe enough to continue our search for an answer to the ghost problem that afflicts this area. When we succeed, we will make certain your part in the victory is well known. Alright. And we leveled up also. Down skill 2 unlocked, Vistas unlocked. Black Lion Trading Company. Vistas are nice, you can get kind of scenic views. Vistas are shown now on your map. Find them to see beautiful locations in a panoramic view. They are quite fun. Alright. Indeed, Mr. Transparent Two-Time. Yes, they are doing quadropics. The Charr moves when moving longer distances, they move by quadropics, and when they are like doing high precision like fighting or such, they walk on two legs, so they are kind of hybrid in that respect, that you have both quadropics and bipedal locomotion with the Charr. And yes, Transparent Two-Time, indeed, I'm wearing one. And welcome to the stream. Let's greet you properly also, so welcome, and it's good to also have you joining the stream. Welcome. So, let's then see about the what further quests there would be in the area. So let's return to the game and alright, let's also get rid of the ghosts. So. There we go. Alright, let's add more ghosts, so there we go. And Alright. And we have even more. There we go. There should be a waypoint here, yes. Let's take the waypoint next, despite the amount of ghosts. There's also a scout, so that's useful. So there we go for the waypoint. Let's then talk to the scout. And apparently get rid of a few ghosts in the process. There we go. Let's talk to the scout at least once we...
Welcome to the
Alright.
Royal Ashford. This land's been ravaged by humans for centuries.
That we already
intend to
knew
reclaim
about.
it from their ghosts and finally have our homeland back. These hills are treacherous, so get ready to do
That
your
we
part
didn't.
for the legions.
And
You are an important cog in the machine.
alright, we have gotten 2 of the 3 scouts on this map. Alright, cheap viewers, you say. Not that cheap, so. Alright. Enhanced mighty chest plate, and we are above level 5, so we should be able to even use them. So let's check the inventory again. We can again take the leggings. And now we can wear them, so let's get rid of those. And then we also get braces and boots. 30-pound duffers. Alright. We use the heavier style of armor as a warrior, so tarnished giant creeps, alright, clearly not as good. Then we have some weapons. And crafting material. Alright, let's drink the rest of the beer. Enhanced mighty chest piece, so we take the heaviest one. And wear that also. Tarnished chain armor, let's get rid of that. They have so low resale value. Vital softwood warhorn. Alright, let's resurrect the alive. There we go. What the? Glob of globby goo. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, let's see what would be the next item of interest on the map. And probably the marksman again goes down against a single ghost and then needs to be resurrected. Let's try to help. kind of boring to resurrect them all the time. There we go. Let's check the map then. Armor Smith's Temperus Waypoint, undiscovered point of interest. Alright. There was the scout. Let's try to get the waypoint. So. Alright, this path is possible, so. Easy to navigate in the map at least, so. There we are, now we get the waypoint.
Practice makes perfect.
Alright, and we leveled up, nice. We also accidentally found a devourer, so. Broken claw, not the most valuable thing ever. Help the blood leech and thin out nuisances, defeat ghosts and squish spiders and their eggs north of the Temperus point. Alright.
Those blasted crawlers stirring up trouble. Put a stop to it. And
There should be also merchants here. The Crawl are doing something out there to make another champion. Stop them. Right, what can I do? Kill shamans before it's too late. Alright.
There's an effigy incoming! Stop it before it destroys the statue!
Alright, let's see if we can do something useful. Whatever these things are. Right, that's the map, so these. There's a vista. And here's the. Right, that's quite far away. And where would the other one be? Alright. That's also quite far away. Ah, hello there, Briareus. Ah, yeah. We are, because we are in the EU, so ping wise we are on the EU server also. Alright, making them unable to complete the ritual might be kind of, considering the distance. Let's fight a spider and see about like how far the shamans then are. Still further, so. Let's see if we make it there even before the ritual completes.
swarm them!
Alright. Yeah, that's quite far away. Quite a few crawls here, so let's fight. We even got a chest. Alright. Seeing sigil of cross laying sounds useful.
Big feet, big fists.
And there with the crawl salmon speed.
I like it that way.
At least there's a point of interest.
Let's drive the rest of these crawl out of here.
No problem.
Apparently the timer also ran out, so let's check out the point of interest.
That's right. Get into position. Coming forward.
Let's create pre-areas properly also in a moment. We also leveled up. Underwater combat unlocked. And we get a reward. Metal aqua breather. Sounds useful for water. Vital iron spear. Spear use on land requires completion of code and spear training mastery, alright. So it would be more useful underwater. So we get underwater fighting equipment. Alright. Alright. Enemies, do think getting rid of them drops the crawl morale. Let's also, right, and there's a demonic effigy. Let's get rid of that. Alright, and we can also resurrect. They are already doing that. Good. Raccoon. Hello there, raccoon. Right, we are also lowering the crawl morale, so. And we can resurrect here. While getting beaten up by a ghost. Works. We can resurrect first. Yeah, even quite easily. So.
That was fun. It's almost a shame being driven out of here. I'd like another crack at it.
Ha! Well, it's like
Mighty one chain coat. That's actually better chest armor, so
Agreed. Time to
sure,
report
let's
back
use
in and
that.
bask in the glory of a job well done.
We can also wear Warhorn offhand. So now that we are not apparently in an immediate danger, let's create free areas properly. Alright, we have been playing 2 hours 15 and still not terribly late, so let's keep going for 3 hours today as kind of intended as we started the new character. So create free areas properly also. Good to have you here, so welcome. And as you may have noticed from increased fidelity, we do have altogether new improved stream camera set up with new lights and everything, so we look quite a bit better also, which is very nice. And let's then continue up until do think the 3 hours, so it's like still about 3/4 of an hour. So, let's return to the game. Alright, thank you. They indeed are. There we go. Forest ball. Right, let's check the map where to go next. There's a weaponsmith there. There would be the anti-nuisance quest, so let's return through the vista there, so walk this way.
Swarm them!
Alright, and crawl. There we go. And then try to again take the right direction. Yep. So the vista should be still that way. So would it be around this or the next? Yeah, around the next cliff. Alright. And are we then coming up? We went past the vista, so should be this way then. Alright, this way. Ah, there it is, so let's see how we get up there. Then we encounter a tower. There we go. Another one, let's beat at them with the big sword. There we go. And then see how to get up to the vista. At least we can get up from here to here. Then we have to jump across the gap. And then we get up here. And there's the vista, so there we go. First vista viewed. So there's the statue of the famous Charr, apparently, that we also tried to defend a bit earlier. Alright. First vista viewed. Nice. So let's try to at least fall only from a moderate height. So let's see where to fall. Alright, and here's the gap. There we go. Didn't fall too far to expire, so that went well. And get rid of the devourer. Alright, there's also a blood legion captain to resurrect, so.
Did that hurt?
And some spiders. So now Kamuniak is not biggest fan of spiders, so probably removing the spider X-axis is popular activity. There we go. We can also, we do not yet have gathering tools equipped, so we could otherwise gather. Indeed, remove. A lot like, you know, there was once the common interest area of the municipalities close to Helsinki had a problem with seagulls. So they wrote elegantly in the annual report that they had moved the seagull eggs outside the nests where they usually broke, which practically of course meant that some people went and hit the nests apart so that the eggs broke. But it was written very elegantly in the annual report that the eggs were moved outside the nests where they usually broke. That's one way to put it. Exactly similar euphemism as the spider removal. There we go. Hello there, armadillo. And a stag. another devourer. We are soon finishing the area quest also with the devourers getting also removed. Let's get rid of the ghost. Nice mist also. And another devourer. There we go. Alright, we are not far from finishing the area quest also. Alright, there's another devourer, so that should probably finish this quest. Yes. Alright, and another devourer appears. Alright, there should also be the quest giver, so we can buy something from them. You should know that we have greatest respect for the job you did in helping us make the area around Temperus Point a safer place to conduct our business. Finally, our caravans and patrols, who had been beaten down by attacks of hordes of hostile creatures and the odd ghost, can travel the roads and byways safely. You were also an inspiration to the ranks who had begun to fall into apathy because of overwhelming despair brought about by our situation. Thank you again for helping us here at Temperus Point to continue our mission. Alright, and we could also see about what they sell for karma. So, alright, here's another devourer. There we go. Let's see where the karma merchant for this quest was, so there we are. What do you sell? Axe, alright, it's not as good as the great sword. Also, at least it's a better warhorn. And we do have the Primus pads. Alright, let's buy all of them. We can maybe try using the let's also sell all the things we no longer use, so what? The sword sword at least. Spider legs, brittle bone. Probably not using the cheap warhorn either. Dull blade doesn't sound very tempting. The normal hatchets, can use at least one of them two things still. Mighty rifle. Right, let's see about using the Blood Legion axe. Enchant mighty chest pieces, again the same. Duty bound brigandine. Let's try the axe and warhorn combo, so we can also do Call of Valor. Like that. And let's use the blood leads and prim spades. Here we go. Let's see what would be the next quest location then. And now that we have viewers, let's show also the new merch items. So let's also show the new merch items as earlier promised. So let's switch views here and probably first see that we are standing preferably in the area with merchants in the game. Do not expire while we do so. Let's first of all take care of that. We are pretty close to the entrance here, so let's just walk up here and stand here, then we are quite safe. Do like how this game keeps the kind of trail of where you have moved. There we are. And let's then switch to the web camera proper, and indeed, as noticed there, you can do exclamation mark merch and you will get the link in the chat for the merch store, which currently has the items that we can also show you. We did, as noted once, we did a mug, which is of course most important as far as items go. So let's get them out and show also. I have not yet used the mug, but certainly will use it for coffee once have shown it off. So we do indeed have with the attack saber icon that you can also use in the chat. So it's actually very nice. Got the art is by Gator Cats and got it on the mug also. So it's very nice with the attack saber icon. It's very well printed and actually very detailed, and it also has the channel logo and art credit on the text here, and then we have the saber also on the other direction. So it's like whether you're a southpaw or a normal right-hander, you get the saber shown off as we see. So this has been designed to be ambidextrous, and indeed you can type exclamation mark merch into the chat and you get the link for the store. We have this far sold exactly one, which would be the one that ordered to show it off. It's very nice quality, nice blue interior, and it's big. You get enough coffee certainly for your morning into this. So that should be very nice if you're interested to order one. And then we also have the other item, which is also related to the legend of Uncle Kagi's Fursuit friendly wine cup. So we also have one. It's a thermos one, especially meant for wine, so it has a cover with openable thing for drinking your beverage, and it's indeed steel. It's not plastic at all. It's actually pretty good price for a thermos cup that is steel. It's meant for wine or any other beverage you would like to keep cool. It's especially advertised for wine, and it's a lot like the famous item at one convention longer ago, as the story goes, that Uncle Kagi had the fursuiter friendly wine cup, so it's harder to spill on fursuiters. So that's very true still also of this, because it has a closable drinking aperture on it. So, and yes, it has the same graphic, and the printing is really nice, especially on this, because it's actually kind of embossed, so it looks very good. And here we have kind of like also ambidextrous, that you get the saber either way, and you can position also the aperture on the cover freely, so it's quite easy to ensure success in consuming your preferred cool beverage. And it also has the stream information on it here, so it's pretty good price for a steel thermos cup also. Indeed, as said, we presented these are new in the sense that never had samples before, so as mentioned, you may order those, and if you want the link to the store type !merch in the chat and it should be provided. So, thank you for the commercial break. We had our own infomercial on actual merch items you can order, and they are delivered pretty fast. The samples arrived in less than approximately a week. It was quite quick. So to get yours if you want stuff with that Attack Saber logo. And indeed, thank you for listening, and you get high fidelity pause for watching the little advertisement. So let's move back to the game, and we are still doing 20 minutes. We are doing 3 hours today, as feeling up to it. So let's continue. And indeed, again, thank you for joining. It has been very nice starting the game over, so we are certainly doing Guild Wars 2 also as a regular game again, now that we are getting started on it, so hopefully you like the Charr. So let's then return towards the game and wiggle our tail some more. The tail is really elegant, have to still say, with this Charr we created this time. To certainly like the tail a lot. So there's also a merchant, to wonder what they sell.
Yes. Trouble?
Harvesting axe. Right, we should of course have the harvesting tools. There we go, now we have all the salvage kit and harvesting tools, so we can defend the iron leech and fought from flame leech, and sure, let's also get rid of the ghost. Ghost Buster completed. Chainmail footgear. Alright. 16, 21, alright, might be more useful to salvage them. There we go. Also, this isn't very useful. Right, we got some copper ore. Gloppy goo, sure.
Did that hurt? Anger rising.
Alright, let's check the map as far as where to go next. Some point of interest. Right, there's the Legion Fort. Let's see if we can find the point of interest from there. Or is it like, is this the side of the cliff? Yes. Let's walk around the cliff and see which way we can enter. There's a point of interest apparently either in a cave or on top of it, so there's also a scout here. Have we yet talked to this scout?
Our legions have plenty of work around here
think
for idle
so.
cause. The Temperus and Exterminatus encampments
Our
can
legions
use
have
every
plenty of
able-bodied
work around
soldier
here
to
for
help us
idle
clear
cause.
the ghosts
The
and
Temperus
tame
and
these lands
Exterminators
again for Charr.
encampments can use
Be on guard
every
for flame
able-bodied
legion
soldier
raiding
to
parties
help
out
us
there,
clear the
and
coast
pitch in where
and
you can.
tame these lands again for Charr. Alright. And we have now done all the scouts in this area. And we apparently also leveled up, so gathering, indeed. To gather, equip the appropriate tools. Mining picks gather ore. Yes. And we also got more harvesting tools. So let's see about the point of interest, how to get there. Alright.
Anger rising.
Alright, let's see about equipping a mining mining pick. So we got copper ore. Right, the enchanted mighty helm is actually useful because we have not yet used a helm at all, so if we use one anyway, let's see how it actually looks. Doesn't look actually too bad, so maybe we can use that. Otherwise has a lot of chainmail apparently currently. And the bullhorn.
Rising.
Alright. And we again move to different copy of the map, sure. You have equipped an item that doesn't have stats selected. Right, what item do we need? Do so for. Alright, 10 minutes and then we have done 3 hours, so very nice stream length also. So let's then see where to go for next area quest. Still find kind of getting on top of this thing, so confusing. We also have event to defeat these 3. Let's see about how tough they are. Alright, clearly quite a few other players are also interested. It wasn't that hard. Alright, moving through the ruins quickly. Old wine bottle, that sounds like a great find. It's consumable. Apparently not. That would have been interesting, like some vintage. Alright, let's see which would be the next that we completed. There would be the defend the fort, so let's take the road. And walk this way. Alright, kill flame legion in the area. Sure, and here's the quest giver, so flame legion power source, do you think that should be removed? Disable. And we have Ember, immune to burning. Understandably, let's get out of the fire. Veteran Marmox. So one would like to be a veteran, being a wild animal also. Black bear looks angry. Alright. Alright, the black bear is a bit of an issue also. We got quickly rid of the ember. So black sheep. Black ram, sure. Disable another one for ember. There we go. Alright, Salamander got angry, so black bears are a bit troublesome, certainly. At least we can remove the flame leads and power sources. Not much flame leads and proper seen yet. It's always the black bears. Alright, about halfway done with that mission. The statue has an inscription. Look at this hero who stands before you and let him be your inspiration. By your fierce pain of the flame leads and let us to freedom from religious tyranny. We own everything we are. This is the statue that was visible from the vista. Alright, let's see. Can we find more?
Respect your elders.
Cruelty-free rifle. We probably have to then equip that. Or is it automatically used for the quest? Let's see. Yes. Net shot.
Can't wait to scout this place out.
Minotaurs and drakes, sure. Alright, there's a Minotaur. Let's try that. So we first of all need to get it under 50% of health. So let's see with the less lethal rifle. Then do the net shot right about now. There we go. Next one, please.
Gaining adrenaline.
Then we need to get them again under 50% and then we can use the net shot. There we go. there would be another drake, so. Apparently we had enough use of the rifle, it seems. Alright, let's see how we are doing time-wise. Alright, we are up to 3 hours, so very nice time with Charr tonight, so let's gradually in turn finish here and wish you all good rest of the evening and then see who we will raid, so and very pleased at the overall viewership and how well the new stream setup works also, so it has been really nice spending the evening with you and Charr. So let's switch to the, there we go, and indeed thank you all for joining for some Guild Wars 2 tonight, and we do have full schedule for next week as it's a normal week. We'll be traveling during the weekend, but otherwise we'll be doing streams up until Independence Day. We'll be away during the weekend partially, but then we'll be again streaming after that, but the week will be normal, so we'll be doing at least 2 to 3 streams during the week would be the intent now that have the new streaming setup all done and quite stable. So thank you all for joining, and indeed you all deserve certainly a heart from Mordred. Really appreciate your attention and support, and hope that you also buy some mugs now that they are available. So let's see who we will raid. Who's doing what? Let's check. So we can also close the game for now, so let's exit game and check who's doing what. Alright. Basket is playing Beat Saber. Riding Bull has a Christmas feast. Sure, it's in German though, so Rasta Bear is doing Fortnite. Let's go for Basket. Yes, they are doing Beat Saber. Let's see that they are still doing. Yes, they have done only about an hour, so it's always good to support the nice perp also. So let's go for them. there we go. And thank you all for joining, and we will see most probably on Tuesday. If not especially enthusiastic to do a late evening stream on Monday. We'll see, but we'll publish schedule and maybe even hold it better. Published a schedule for the weekend and held 33% of it, but we also then had a long stream because got an idea to go for Guild Wars, which was of course nice. So thank you all for joining. Be well and see you in a day or two. Oh.